Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Warren will try the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
34-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
319.
Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set.
Now Willis to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Okay,
the
ready?
fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Willis looks to pass it here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got him in. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there. A big one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, Green Bay.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Willis will try and throw for this. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Now Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The slot man in motion right. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On the give, it's Warren. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Come on, come on.
Willis to try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed.
The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. And sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Now Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes him across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First down.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Finding room in midfield. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Back north.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Try! And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Fights through him, now a crease. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
58.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one.
Well, Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
In second down.
Tempo. Cougar 19.
Now Willis to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
60 Eagles.
Fourth down, Willis. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Get 300.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hey,
The
626.
12-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Slip again.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's taken in by Watson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Willis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for this. Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. But that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, here's Willis. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Willis to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Willis wants to pass it again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Let's go.
Willis on 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Over. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Now Rodgers. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Get 300.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
39-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another try, second and 10 now. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Rodgers now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A big play looming on third down. Metcalf motions left. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Inside. 319.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. From the gun, here's Willis. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brings
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.